All right, continue with our figure. We have, as we can see, we're having very nice time with him. Let's go ahead and get this brim thinned up some more before we completely round it off, because I'm afraid we'll get into some issues. And we're going to bring this around some more. We want to get this thing. Now we're really going to kind of get. See, we want to bring this thing. See, we want to bring this. Round it off where we can. Let's see. Let's really get this thing rounded off. There we go. Now we're starting to really get this thing rolling the way we want it. I'm afraid I have Amish people are, my aunt describes them as, she knows some very well. In fact, she knows some that live up in the mountains up in there in Pennsylvania that have absolutely no electricity at all. Most of them do not use electricity. They don't use cars. They don't use things. They're not like the Mennonites. Now, the Mennonites are a totally different group of people, and they use now, see how what I'm doing, I'm putting my hand underneath here to kind of steady the brim so that I don't break it by putting too much pressure on it or anything like that. So anyway, we're getting there. She is very familiar with the Mennonite, the Amish people, and they're very, very kind people, very, very good people. They, I know they have different beliefs than we do, and sometimes they're oddish ways, but they are people who I don't know a whole lot about the Amish people. I'm not as familiar with them as my aunt is, who has lived among them. But she said they're very clannish people. They stay with their own, of course. That's normal, such a way. And okay, now we are slowly but surely getting our figure looking like something. And see, I kind of put my hand underneath the brim to keep it steady, keep it from breaking. That's why you need a sharp knife. Okay. Anyway. In such a way. Okay. I'm going to bring that beard even further, basically up into this area. See what I did right in here? and bring the beard basically up in this area. In other words, where the beard comes up and scores above the thing. And we will bring the arms don't come up this high. The arms are going to be coming up probably somewhere around in here. So we're going to bring this all down. Okay. And we can basically just sort of from the back have the hair. We'll bring that down a little bit, but have the hair back here like this, in other words. Okay, I'm sorry. So we're got our little Amish man, slowly working with him. And we're working with the... Okay. There we go. And then we just sort of do that up like that. All right. Now, what we want to do is we want to put where our hand would be, somewhere around in there. So we want to go ahead and cut that. It's a little bit thick, but we're going to bring that down. All right, and of course we're going to bring that down. That hand is way too big. And it's the same thing over here. We're going to kind of bring that across there as we see it. And we cut along there and we bring the hand down on the sides. And what with that, we'll also bring the arm down, because if you look at the arm, it's way too thick. And that has to be brought down like anything else, in other words. But we slowly bring that type of stuff down where it looks like we are there we go, just sort of like that. And we will bring the hand down. Okay. And kind of cut around it where we can sort of bring it out. I'm sorry that I cannot show every major cut that I do. In other words, a lot of people say, well, you should show every cut. I can't do that. A lot of people have sat next to me and wondered, how do I cut or how do I do certain things? And I'm going to very basically tell you, I don't always know. It's a sense that you have when you've carved a lot. That you can see, you look at a piece, you look at a figure, and so a lot of people say, well, I want to see every cut you make. Well, even if you see every cut I make, you won't know necessarily how to do it, because I look at a piece and like most carvers do, I look at a piece and I see, well, is this equal to this, or does this match this, or is this the way I want this? So it's just an eye that you have to have when you've been carving a long time. And you'll get that eye. You will. Okay, now see? See how the hands look now? See? You'll get that look, but you have to just learn to get your style that you like, and you find it your way. All right, see? We'll cut this down a little bit too. there we have our hands at the side. It just basically, he has the hands at the side. Now, I'm going to just do this brim a little bit more. We're going to do the little man. We're going to do the Amish man. We're going to do the Amish woman, and it would be nice just maybe to do an Amish child too that would go with the group. In other words. So let's go ahead and bring down the let's just bring down the body a little bit where we can start to work on it. In other words, a little bit. Of course, that would look unusual. So let's bring this all down a little bit, so where we can kind of get what we're looking at here. Most Amish people, I be honest with you, I don't see too many Amish people that are overweight. Most of the time, these people they eat vegetables and they eat a very healthy meals and they work very hard. So you don't see many Amish people that are overweight or with anything like that. So now I may be saying something that a lot of you may say, oh yeah, I've seen, you know. I could be wrong, but I don't see too many of them that are overweight. So I wouldn't naturally put them in an overweight category of most Amish people. Like I said, they are very hard workers, so they don't have the lifestyle most of us have, you know, is of not doing working as hard possibly as they do. I don't know, but we don't grow our own food and they do and stuff, and the food they grow, and I'm sure they're very healthy people, very small amount of cancer and stuff like that in their realm. Okay, so let's kind of look at now that we're bringing this down a little bit. Let's sort of look at our clothes. So it looks like our clothes sort of come down here like this and just sort of like that. Come down here like that, and then kind of, I'm gonna bring it even further down. I'm gonna bring these further down, and just sort of go like this. So let's go ahead. I'm gonna cut, and then we cut down, and I'm gonna remove some we'll cut down like this, and then I'm going to take this portion out like this. So, and I may do it a little bit deeper than he does it. Make this, that's one of the reasons I brought the arms further back, in other words, so that I would have a little bit more. And I'm going to come down here like this and come down. The clothes of Amish are very plain clothes, as we say. So they will, okay, so I'm gonna do this a little bit deeper in here, do this a little bit deeper for the, so let me do it again. I'm gonna flatten this out in this area, bring this down. All right, see that? See how? And I'm gonna bring this down here like this. Okay. I'm going to make it even a little bit deeper. In other words, now this is where flat plane stuff comes in with me. Okay, he makes his cuts real shallow, but I'm going to make mine a lot deeper and have the coat, as we say in this area, stick out a whole lot further. In other words, okay. We're going to do that. See, I can always bring the beard down, and because the beard, of course, to me is now getting too thick, but that's okay. That's all right. That doesn't matter all that much. Cut a little bit deeper, and cut deeper here, and there is our little coat there. Okay. Kind of even this off in here. Okay. Now, our next, where's my, fell down here. Our next thing is that this actually goes from here to here. He has a little, it's like a little thing that comes down here. It's a little shirt. So we're going to come across here like this, and we're going to just do that like that. Okay? Where we have the little shirt like that. See? See? And then we can, I'm just going to kind of do that like that. And we have the little shirt like that. All right? Okay. Now, the next thing is our legs will then, we will then have our inset of our pants here like this. So let's cut this down here like this. And all we do is basically come down here like this. And we separate. I'm going to go ahead and cut the crouch here into the pants to bring it up. Make a big cut like that, and a big cut like this, and then separate this right in here.